Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the 8th day of May 2024, the year of our Lord. This is 1:30 and we're at the Scottsburg Board of Public Works and Safety. This begins by our call to order that we've just done and our roll call by our Clerk Treasurer Jan Hardy.
Mayor Amick,
Here.
Karen Gracious, Tom Lewis.
Here.
Thank you, Ms. Hardy. The next thing on our agenda today is the approval of the minutes. Have you had a chance to read through the minutes? Do you see any typos or errors or additions or subtractions?
Make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Karen makes a motion to present the minutes as presented. On those seconds, any questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Thank you very much. Going into new business, we have a approval of a memorandum of understanding and agreement and an agreement association of Indiana. Is it yours?
It's the tax refund exchange.
The TREC system.
Okay.
It's the agreement with the state. We have to have that before we can get an account with them, but basically what it is we don't have a collection agency for our past due utility bills right now. And this allows us to intercept a tax refund on the customers. If they are able to make a valid match with these customers that have left owing utility bills, they can intercept their state tax refund for us to be able to collect the money on those past due utility bills. So to understand more about the system and everything and see how our system will work with it, we have to sign into that memorandum of understanding, and then we can get an account to log in and get everything set up and see how it will work with us.
Okay.
It's at no cost to us.
Approval of memorandum of understanding and agreement association of Indiana counties tax refund exchange compliance system. You aware of all that, brother?
I am. I'm good with it.
You're good with it?
I am.
Do you have a copy of the memorandum?
Does this
to be
board have
signed?
or a handle of what it is?
Yes, it's in the,
think so.
it's in the packet. Mhm.
Good.
Yes, it's in the packet.
Sounds good.
Tom has it right in front of him.
Okay, because I just want to be sure. because there's-
If you're good with us, we'll accept an approval to, motion to approve this memorandum of understanding.
I make that motion.
Tom Lewis makes a motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Gracious second. Is there any other questions about this? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. Thank you very much. The next thing on our agenda is a hearing. So Josh, how do you want to handle this?
So 4:15, I don't see anyone present from that property. So we had a situation that arises to an unsafe building condition under our ordinances. And there was a order previously issued by our safety officer concerning that property. Under statute, they basically have the right to request a hearing. It's been my practice historically, go ahead and set them for hearings so we can try to get them present and let them know what we're wanting for them. Service was given of that, of this today's date, and she is not present. What we're asking for is that this board move forward with issuing what's called a continuous enforcement order. So the next step there is that it gets recorded and everyone's on notice. It allows us to take enforcement action without any further public hearings or action as far as any abatement that may need to be done. Turn it over to Mr. Wilson. I don't know if there's, or the chief, I don't know if there's been any improvements at the property or any further contact since I've been out since last week, but.
Yeah, as he said, on April 10th, I served the paper in person to the homeowner. I explained the paperwork to her as best I could and, let her know of the notices of violation. She understood and at that time was trying to acquire a trailer. She had 2 large buckets of pet waste and she was trying to obtain a trailer to get it off the property. As of yesterday, I went by, she was not home at the time I went by, but as of yesterday, everything was removed. There is noticeable improvement in the property. We just need to ensure that she does continue to make the improvements that are necessary. I spoke with a neighbor, and it was a neighbor that was very close to the situation and said things have gotten a lot better on their end as well. So I think she's making the effort as long as she continues.
Is this the house that has the dogs in it?
Yes, ma'am.
And by order, at this point in time, there is no, as long as she does what she's supposed to do, we're not gonna go in there and, run up a bill or anything like that. This just continues to hold her feet to the fire as far as our expectations, and if she doesn't do what needs to be done, we'll have the authority to take necessary action.
Has the dog been taken care of?
Yeah, she takes care of the dogs very well. I think she told me the day that I issued the notice, she is working with a rescue service. So she was at that time trying to actively get rid of some of those animals to the service, the rescue service. She's kind of an in-between foster, if I'm not mistaken, Chief. Is that kind of what you understood of it?
Yeah. But for this board to be aware, this is gonna be a continuum. We're now, as of tomorrow, having a full-time code enforcement officer, and we're gonna go this way. We're gonna get the city cleaned up. So, that's all we want. We want a clean, nice-looking, habitable city.
So if we approve this today, that keeps her moving forward. If she doesn't move forward, then we have to make another action, or does this already,
This does that.
this does that?
So what we've typically done in the past is, like in 30 days, get an update from, whether it's a new person, Mr. Wilson, somebody give us an update. And if it gets to the point that the issue's cured, we can release the order, and we'll remove that as from public record at the recorder's office. Otherwise, if it gets to the point 30 days, if we take some different action, progress is stopped, then we can do that. We don't have to have another public hearing to do that. So the request from my end for the minutes would be that there be a motion to affirm the order of notice concerning the unsafe building.
So moved.
I'll make a motion to approve the order of the unsafe building.
And second it. Now time for questions. So my question, council, is do we give a specific date that we are going to review it in 10 days, and then another 10 days or so, just to make sure that it's being followed up?
We do not have to have any more public hearings.
Okay.
So, I mean, as far as at this point, she is not due any more notice. She was given notice today, she chose not to attend. So, however internally we want to handle that,
Okay.
then we can do it.
Okay. All right. So,
So that'd be between you
and the code enforcement. Yeah.
Okay.
Code enforcement.
I mean, ideally, in these situations where you have compliance or moving towards compliance, that's the hope that,
Right.
someone got educated, understood the situation, because it's going to be a lot cheaper and easier on them to do it themselves than it would be for us.
Yes. So, are there any questions at all about any of this?
Sounds good.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous, thank you very much.
Jay, that will need recorded. If you want to send me the signed order, then I can e-record it, or if you want to do it, it's up to you.
Okay.
And when you record it, it's got the exhibit, we'll attach that order, the notice. Mr. Wilson originally sent. Just let me know if you have any questions on that.
Okay. So should we sign this one? Yeah.
Yes.
The next on our agenda is contract agreement.
Stacy.
Huh?
It's Stacy.
Oh, Stacy.
This is the independent contractor agreement, and this is for assistance with IT and/or internet technology items with Mike Montgomery. The agreement has already been approved by the city attorney, and Mike has already signed that. I would just make a recommendation for Board of Works to approve to sign into this agreement. It's not indicated as specific hours a month, but it's an as-needed basis, and then it would be invoiced as such, depending if it was broadband and/or if it was the IT needs of the city of Scottsburg.
I'll make a motion to approve contract.
Tom Litz makes a motion, the independent contract. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any questions, comments?
Just have signatures for each of them.
Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Unanimous, thank you very much. Next on our agenda is the Mid-America Science Park deposit return.
That's me. We just have a lease client that is leaving their rental space that they've been renting for the past few years. I'm just asking for approval to return their deposit. It's in the amount of $1,150, and their lease is actually up to date, 5/8/24. So just need approval to return that.
Is everything clean and
Yep.
good?
Amanda's already checked everything, and everything's good to go. She gave me the approval to come here to you guys.
I'll make a motion to release that deposit.
Tom Litz makes a motion to return deposit to the Mid-America Science Park. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Richards seconds. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Next is, you train Depot too?
Yep, I'm gonna do that one too. We have a waiver request from the Purdue Extension here in Scott County. I attached the letter of the dates they're requesting. There's multiple in there. It's on Thursday evenings in the fall from 5:30 to 9. They do this every year. They use it for their gardening training sessions. So we just need approval to waive the rental fee for those dates for the Purdue Extension for the gardening classes.
So we've waived it in the past, you said?
Yes, yeah, we've done this for the past few years now.
Okay, I'll make a motion to waive the train deposit.
Tom Litz makes a motion to waive the train depot deposit. Karen Richards seconds. Any other questions about this? And this is the gardeners?
The Master Gardener class that we always have over there.
That's positive. Somebody do such a wonderful job. Having our city look so wonderful. So, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Unanimous, thank you very much. Now we're going to go to the HR update.
That's me again. I have 2 new hires. First, I have a code enforcement hire. His name is Brian Lonsberry, and he will be starting tomorrow, 5/9/24. And then I also have a mechanic hire, and his name is Skylar Bell, and he will be starting on 5/20/2024. So I just want to approval for both of those for hire.
Do they get phone stipends? or
Yes,
clothing?
yes, sorry about that. They both have a $50 cell phone stipend.
Okay. No clothing allowance.
The mechanic will have a clothing allowance that will be prorated for the remainder of the year.
What about the code enforcement?
He does have a clothing allowance, sorry, yes.
Prorated as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you need a motion to hire both.
Yes.
I'll make the motion.
Tom Lewis makes a motion to go forward with the 2 hires. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Richards seconds. Any questions about any of these? Okay. We've certainly needed the code enforcement, so all in favor say aye.
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 Thank you, unanimous. Thank you very much. Now we're going to go to Ms. Hardy on claims review.
I will just ask for a motion to approve the claims as presented.
I'll make the motion to approve the claims as presented.
I'll second.
Karen Richards makes a motion, second by Tom Lewis. Are there any questions about the claims? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that's okay. What announcements do we have?
I just want to let the board know that we had a car show earlier this year and it ended up down about a 2 mile marker, it was totaled out. They did make an arrest on that. The insurance company is gonna pay us, it's not gonna be the full amount, and I'm gonna have to come out with some of the money on my budget, and I spoke with Jamie here, we feel comfortable with it, so they're gonna be able to do that. Along with Dave Kilburn, Scott County Auto Center, he had a guy help me, and we got about $5,500 worth of equipment out of it, because it was a brand new car from last year. So we got that equipment out. I just took it to John Jones today for him to put it in the new car. So we're able to save some money. I want to thank Dave Kilburn for having his guy help us, in that situation. So, but I just want to let you know what we were doing there.
He's a great citizen and just a really team player, so thank you.
Yeah, and then I did want to say that we did go through the prosecutor's office like a victim's advocate thing, where if there's any money that can be had from this individual that took it, that we can get that money to make up our difference that we lost. So we are going to pursue that if we can.
Okay.
What else? Jan, any announcements?
Nothing.
Okay, do you have anything else? Okay.
Mayor? And this is a kind of a Josh question. This is the first time I've ever been in this situation, I guess. We've had tower agreements, which are our license agreements, which I think you've seen over the years. There are different scenarios now because we're doing fiber, but it's the same aspect of doing a rental agreement. I didn't know if the board would be okay with approving an agreement being signed into pending Josh's review of it. Because we're looking at being able to provide service out at the woods and those apartments out there. But we need to be able to put some equipment on their property. So that's what the rental would be. So it's not a tower like it used to be, but it's the same type of license agreement. But I would like him to review it and make sure that the formatting of it is where we want it. But if the board would be okay with signing into that once he has that approval. Otherwise, we just have to wait to the next board of works.
Okay. So what do we do? Make a motion?
Motion to approve pending my review? No.
I'll make that motion.
Jim Lewis makes a motion, pending review. Karen Richie seconds that. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
I
Thank you.
appreciate it. That'll speed some things up, yes.
What else?
Just moving right along on everything, so.
Carmona? You got anything?
No.
Good. Okay, I guess we'll, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll